What's up? What's up? How are you? Shashank, I always late. It's okay, bro. Like little bit here and there, it's fine. Especially Mondays, no, it's very busy day because we do a team sync up call in the morning. Lot of things we do on a Monday, so it's fine. Yeah, thoda bahut late idhar udhar. It's completely all right. It's should be okay. Completely all right and okay. Okay, we shall, as usual, begin in a few minutes. We shall begin at 4:35. Cool. Yes. What is happening? Okay, we'll start in like 2 minutes, guys. Okay. We'll start at 4:35. Okay, that means 2 more minutes. We'll start at 4:35. Also, did you guys see that interview that I kept telling you all to watch? Did you guys see that interview? Do you guys know which interview I'm talking about? The Rakesh interview, yeah? Did you guys watch it? Awesome. We'll start, yeah. We'll start in one. Okay, we can. It's 4:35. We can start now. Chalo. Chalo, are you guys ready? Okay, so for all the people who are new today or all the people who don't know what this is, the link of that video is on Money Control, right? So you can just Google Money Control, Rakesh Junjunwala and Renuka Kamath. If you Google that, you will get the link. Don't worry, Vishwas, you are not late enough. So don't worry, we have not started yet. So you are still safe. Vishwas rakho apne aap pe, okay? Don't worry. Yeah, it's Renuka Ramnath. Okay, sorry, not Kamath. Renuka Ramnath. Also, did you guys see what happened with Nitin Kamath? Did you guys see what happened with Nitin Kamath? Yeah, every day I'm saying a new name for some reason. There's too many names in my head. Yeah, did you guys see the entire thing that happened with what do you call that? Nitin Kamath. So for all the people who don't know what happened with Nitin Kamath, so basically there was this news article that came out that Nitin Kamath is taking, yeah, Kunal Shah also took a jibe. So there's this news article that came out that Nitin Kamath is Nitin Kamath, his brother Nikhil Kamath, and I think the last person I think was his wife or some director. I'm not sure exactly, but they're planning to yeah, his wife. So they were planning to take a salary of 100 crores. ऐसा news article आया था, but that was not the real reason. And obviously in India, like yeah, exactly, what's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. But the thing is, in India, the news article came out and it became a big scene, right? Firstly, the company Zerodha is making 1,000 crores net profit after tax. 1,000 crores net profit after tax. Yes, not before tax, nothing, no interest, nothing. Net profit after tax, after paying the government a hefty amount in tax. Zerodha had paid 1,000 crores, okay? Net profit. So basically, obviously, the news was not a real news, it was a fake news. And obviously, India kind of reacted to this entire fake news very, seriously, saying, how can you take so much salary and all that? But in fact, it was not the salary. It was basically, it was a resolution that was passed by the board which said under any liquidation, right? Liquidation means if the company had to shut down tomorrow, then Nitin Kamath and his wife and his brother would be allowed to take up to 100 crores as salary and take it out if there was some kind of a liquidation. Right? It is just a way to make yourself be safe. Okay, it is not something real. It's just something to make you feel safe. कि अगर कल कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया, then the promoters at least who have built such a big business should be safe. That was the logic behind it, right? And poor guy, I think Nitin kind of felt bad because he's doing everything so well for the country. He's the only guy who built such a big empire by bootstrapping it, right? He bootstrapped the entire operation. Bootstrap means not taking VC money, right? And he built a company that is so big. And then I think Kunal Shah also took a slight jab at him, saying my yearly salary is 3 lakhs a month, 3 lakhs a year. Kunal Shah was like, my yearly salary is 3 lakhs a year, but I should have just, I should have just built a discount brokerage platform and added more zeros to my salary, right? But again, it's quite sad. It's not sad, but this is something that which is very sad if you look at it from a perspective that, what, he can take whatever salary he wants because he's built the company by himself from ground up, first of all, right? He's not taken anyone's advice, or he's not taken anyone's money also, in fact. So it's his own private company. It's not even a public listed company where where shareholders are involved, right? Shareholders might be like, no, you know what, he's taking so much salary and all. I agree, but it's my shareholders also are not involved. So is it justified? Is the Indian reaction that happened to such a news justified, right? Should we be telling who can take how much salary in their own company, even though it is a private company? It should not be the case, right? वो अपना खुद का कर रहा है. He's making money for himself. Why did he work so hard for the last 10 years? He could have easily, by the way, guys, he could have easily done VC money, taken an exit, and lived happily ever after on some remote island somewhere. But he didn't do all that, right? So all this happened over the weekend. So that was something that was quite interesting. Okay, what happened to the market today? Wow, we're almost reaching 52,000. We were almost reaching 52,000 on the Sensex, boys, which at 51,937. Market went up by 514. Did our stuff do well today? Did our things do well? Let us see. Let us see. Did anything do well? Please, something do well. I don't like I mean, I like consolidation phase, but too much consolidation also seems bad for me. Okay, fine. This is little bit up. Okay, not a very interesting day, but okay, fine. Not an issue. Yeah. So what is the thing, right? Now, the market has come up to a point where it has reached a very beautiful point where it is at 52,000. Now, it will be very interesting to understand when the market is 52,000. Where does it go from here? Right? Do you think it's too overvalued right now? Is the P too high, or is it not that overvalued and it can go down? We don't know, right? We can't predict anything. We don't know anything. All we can do is just wait and watch of what might happen. Number one. Okay. Now let's look at some of the news articles that have been coming out over the endish, weekish. Let's see what is happening. Just give me one sec. Okay. Okay. So apparently today what happened was the metals did really well. Metals again outshine, right? Now, do you know that the metals are constantly outshining every single time, every single day? If you look at JSW Steel, it went up by 3% today, right? So metals are doing really well. Reliance went up again by 3%. Not bad. Tata Steel also went up today. I don't think yeah, Tata Steel went up by 2%, but Tata Steel has been going up quite constantly, right? Every day it's slowly going up. Um, mm, Dude, something's really wrong with this. Okay, fine. So remember, guys, I told you that I also subscribe to some paid small cases. Right? Did I remember I told you that I'm gonna do one video tomorrow about some of the paid small cases that I've subscribed to show you how the returns are. So sometimes I find it very weird. Okay, so every Monday there's one of these paid subscriptions. Every Monday they do something known as a rebalance. Right? They find the momentum of that week. They find the stock that has momentum of that week, and then they actually rebalance it. So today in the morning, right? Today in the morning, and it's a 1 lakh small case. Okay. So today in the morning they did a rebalance. They removed something known as SAIL. You know what SAIL is, right? Steel Authority of India ko nikal ke. They added one very weird stock that I'd never heard about, and it was called Supreme Petrochemicals. Have you heard of this? Supreme Petrochemicals, right? In the morning, right? In the morning, it was not even like, it was just like normally trading. Nothing was up, nothing was down. So Supreme Petrochemicals bolke, this stock was trading. Obviously, it got rebalanced in the morning, right? If you see the best part, after it got rebalanced in the morning, today it's up by five, almost 5%. In a single day, it's up by 5%. Right? And I feel sometimes something's very fishy. Like, I don't understand. I'm like, how do you know? Like, how do you know what's going to happen? Early in the morning, you say, please buy this, and then change it. So it's very weird. Again, anyway, don't worry. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you some. So I'm going to show, for all the people who don't know of the session tomorrow, um, tomorrow I'm going to show you some small cases. Three paid small cases I'm going to show you, which I feel is good, right? Because I've been doing a lot of research, following these guys on Twitter. There are two guys really good on Twitter, but very expensive. So I'm going to find one. I'm going to tell you guys one cheaper alternative with the same returns. So totally three. Again, none of these guys, don't think it's like some promoted or paid nonsense, which a lot of people keep mistaking things with. This is my own research and I've done it and I feel it is good. So I'm giving it to you guys. Then for all the people who cannot afford to spend that kind of a money, I'll show you some free ones also. That is for you guys, right? And free ones, it's not like it's already not there on small case. You can actually go and check the free ones out by yourself. But I'm just going to show you according to your budget what should you take. That's it, as simple as that. But I found three really good ones, guys, and by really good ones, I'm tracking them from 3 months. Okay, not something that I just went, checked their last 3 months history and said, oh, this might be good. I've been manually tracking them under my watch list for the last 3 months, and they're giving approximately 10% almost per month. Approximately 10% per month returns I'm getting. Again, if I do an SIP, it obviously slightly goes down, but all in all, it's giving 10% returns almost a month. So again, that's really good. It's not like it's bad. I really enjoy such kind of returns, and who won't enjoy such kind of returns, right? But again, I will show you all that tomorrow. Again, don't get swayed away. Maybe it's good times right now. That is why it's giving 10% return. पता चला बाद में 10% से कम दिया. I don't know. So it's just watch it. Like, just I keep tracking it on a daily basis to check कौन अच्छा कर रहा है, कौन बुरा कर रहा है. So I will show that to you tomorrow, not today, but I will show it to you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Where on my own YouTube, not on Avalon Meta YouTube channel. I keep forgetting. So many YouTube channels I have. Okay, awesome. Let me go back to the main thing. Okay, can you hear me? Yes. Now I'll tell you, there's so many. So a lot of people are guessing. Don't guess. Chill. Aap bhi relax karo. I will show you everything tomorrow. Because even if you say it's weekend investing, there are so many different types of weekend investing also, right? So it's not only weekend investing as such. But don't worry, I'll tell you what it is, Baba. Don't worry. Na stress mat lo. Okay, 1 second. Okay, by the way, Maharashtra announced COVID lockdown, more lockdown, bigger lockdown for another 2 weeks. I don't think that's some new news for you guys. Everyone will be like, yeah, ये तो होता रहता है, ये तो आम कहानी है, it'll keep happening. Paytm is announcing one of the biggest IPO. Do you guys know this? Paytm is announcing the biggest IPO in the market right now. And you know what? There's a news that has come out. Yes, $3 billion IPO, guys. So Paytm has just announced the $3 billion IPO, but there's also one very important news in this $3 billion IPO. You know what that news is? Apparently, SoftBank, you know SoftBank, right? SoftBank apparently is planning to take a very big exit. SoftBank is planning to take a very big exit in this IPO for India. Now, is it a good thing or a bad thing? And कितना है exit, by the way? कितना exit? $1.5 billion exit. So now, listen to this. Now I'm a little confused, right? SoftBank may sell $1.5 billion stake in Paytm. Okay, agreed. But the entire IPO is $3 billion. That means, are you telling me that most of the money that will go into the IPO's fundraise will be to fund SoftBank's exit? Question mark, question mark, question mark, hashtag what is this? Just asking. Yes, offer for sale. Is it going to be a massive offer for sale? And if that is the case, is $1.5 billion, which is the remaining $1.5 billion, is that going into Paytm's bank account or is that going in for any other offer for sale? Because from what I know, SoftBank का तो news आ गया बाहर. SoftBank का तो news आया, but what about the others? Right? Are they going to exit? Are they planning to exit? We don't know. How much will Vijay exit? We don't know that also. I'm pretty sure he's exited enough. But let's wait for the documents. But this is what is coming out. Now, what I usually do, guys, or what how I usually assess, say, an IPO is if it has too much offer for sale, no, I usually tend to invest into it slightly later. Now, what do I mean by slightly later? Do you guys know what I mean by slightly later? When a company has too much offer for sale, I'm saying, right? Day 3, day 15, day 20, when all the euphoria is dead and then it will become just a normal company in the market, right? Usually what happens, pehla 5 6 days, it is like gold rush. Everyone wants Paytm, or everyone wants Zomato, or everyone wants everything, right? But after a few days, what happens, nobody talks about it. Like, for example, Abhi, how many IPOs, who's talking about Burger King? Tell me. Are you guys even worried about Burger King? No. So what I usually do is I wait, I let it consolidate, and then I buy it, right? That's what I usually do. So let's see. Again, I'm going to do the same. I might do the same thing with Paytm if it ever comes out. But one thing that I will buy on day one is definitely known as LIC IPO. That is something that I am not going to let go of. LIC IPO is something that I'm going to buy. Right? Okay. Next. Dr. Reddy in talks to bring single dose Sputnik vaccine into India. So that is again good, not a bad idea at all. Single dose leke aao, sab leke aao. Finally, like everyone will do that. Growing inflation, inflation's growing a lot. Oh wow, there's a news that came out by Subex. There's a news that came out about Subex. Did you guys see it? ICICI Securities. Subex is poised to grow at a CAGR of 18 to 20% in the coming years. ICICI Securities. So ICICI Securities has just said that Subex can grow by 18 to 20% in the next few years and give consistent returns for the next few years. Wow. They believe that the expected revenue can grow from $2 million to $18 million in the coming year, and apparently it's going to do really well. Now, if that is the case, that what ICICI Securities is going to say, and if it's going to be for the next few coming years, then that means we are on the right track, boys, and keep putting as much as possible in it. That's what I'm doing, basically. I don't know about you guys. Sab apna apna dekh lo, but I'm basically doing that, right? So very interesting to watch. That's what I keep telling. It's very interesting to find out some things when it's in a very like a lot of people say it is expensive, it is cheap, not good, not bad, etc., etc. But don't look at it from that perspective. Always look at it from a yearly futuristic perspective. If the future of a particular stocks looks good, then you should buy it at that point. So for all the people who are asking the question in the chat saying, is it still good to buy? If you're asking me, is it good to buy today for the next 3 months returns? I don't know. If you're asking me, is it good to buy for the next 15 years or 10, not 15 years, 15 years is a bit too much. If you're telling me, is it good to buy for the next 5 years? Yes, maybe that's damn good to buy for the next 5 years. That is a possibility. Got it? So the way, it all depends on how you look at it, guys. The way I look at it is that way. The way you look at it is in a different way. Right? But you have to keep it for a very long period of time. You can't just do it and then sell it instantly that way. Okay. Paytm. Wow, Aditya Puri. Okay, do you guys know who Aditya Puri is? Do you guys know Aditya Puri? Chalo, let me see how many of y'all can guess. Who is Aditya Puri, guys? Aditya Puri is the managing director of HDFC Bank. What is HDFC Bank full form? Do you guys know? Can someone tell me HDFC Bank full form? Housing, kya hai? Housing what? Housing Development Finance Corporation. Yes. So there's a news that just came out, guys, about HDFC Bank, or about HDFC, or Aditya Puri to be more precise, that Aditya Puri is going to invest 25 crores of his money into a company called Punjab National Bank Housing Finance. Right? PNB Housing Finance. Now, is this a good thing or a bad thing, guys? A veteran, industry veteran, they call these people, right? An industry veteran like Aditya Puri wants to invest in a bank that is not doing obviously so well, right? Will this be like a comeback story? Possible. And who else is investing, right? Punjab National Bank, PNB Housing Finance on Monday said that its board approved raising 4,000 crores in capital led by the Carlyle Group. Now, Carlyle Group is a very, very, very big group from a global perspective, right? It's very, very, very big. Let's see what happened to that. PNB Housing Finance, by the way, is a listed company, and it is a listed company that just went up today by 20%. Went up by 20%. Upper circuit, straight up rocket upper circuit tha ye to. Direct. It hit upper circuit at 900 it seems. It hit upper circuit at 9:50 p.m. AM. 9:50 a.m. it hit upper circuit, and that was the end of the story, my friend. That's it. Ho gaya khatam. Awesome. So that is good, man. That's actually good. But again, if you're telling me that this hit upper circuit of 20% today, the impact of this is going to be long term, not short term. Just keeping it out there for you guys. It's going to be a long term impact because it's going to do really really well in the future. I don't know how many of you all know how these banking NBFCs work. I don't know how many of you all know how these NBFCs work, but these NBFCs mainly work because of this only, or something like this, right? Where they take a lot of money, like 4,000 crores, and then they start giving it back into the community by lending. Like lending basically means giving the interest back, giving the loan back. And once they do that, that's when they make a lot of money, right? Because that's how banks and NBFCs and anyone makes a lot of money. Now, is it a good time to invest in something like an NBFC? Now, what is an NBFC? It gives loans to it gives finance loans to people who want to buy houses. Do you think the future of the real estate market is good? Do you think the future of real estate market is good where a lot of people want to buy more houses? With the interest cost of, now look at how to connect the dots, my friends. With the interest cost, okay, of buying a house, like home loan EMI type, buying a house, with the interest cost being so low, it is very prime right now for people who want to buy a house. It's not prime, it's very easy for someone who wants to buy a house right now, right? Now, if someone wants to buy a house, it's very easy right now to buy a house. And then obviously, who are they going to go to? They're going to go to these companies who will give loans, right? Now, who are these companies who give loans? These such type of people, right? Punjab National, Punjab Housing Finance, PNB, all these housing finance company will start doing really well. And that is what we need to look at also. Understood? So, if you ask me about the future implications of this, yes, it is definitely good. The future implications of this particular stock can be really good, and it is poised to have a good growth, especially with Carlyle Group coming in. It is definitely poised for a better future. Got it? Awesome. Next. What about NPAs? Very good question. So Punjab National Bank NPAs are different. Punjab National Housing Finance and NPAs are different. So we'll have to look at how does the NPA work on both situations, right? Because we don't know how the Punjab National Bank Housing Finance NPAs are working. But I know for a fact how the Punjab National Bank NPAs are working. Punjab National Bank NPA sucks. Like it's very bad. They have a lot of NPAs. Bad bank, everything's coming inside. But if you ask me about what about the Punjab National Housing Bank, I don't know the NPAs. You'll have to Google it and figure whether it's good or bad, guys. That is something that you'll have to do your own research on. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Chalo, let's take a few people on stage. Let's take 2-3 people on stage and ask questions because we're nearing 5 p.m. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to hit the request to speak button? I'm going to take 2-3 people on stage and we will do one Q&As. Okay, my friends, let's go. Click on the ask to speak and I can take you on stage if you click on ask to speak, okay? And please ask questions related to finance if possible. Okay. Okay, I think I've taken a few people. Nice DP, dude, Harshad. Why are you looking so intensely? Oh yeah, there's one more piece of information I want to tell you. Yes, Dubai coin. Oh my god. Did you guys hear about Dubai coin? Dubai's own cryptocurrency called Dubai coin went up by 1000% in 24 hours. Oh my god. But it's not, I don't think it is backed by Dubai. I don't think it is a coin that is backed by the Dubai government. The government officials, in fact, have also come and said, guys, what is wrong with you? Dubai is like, ye sab India mein ho raha tha, abhi idhar bhi aa gaya, right? So that is something which is weird. But also what I'm doing, like I told you some time ago, that I'm actually doing my own research on a few exchanges, right? I'm going to see which is a good exchange that I can actually talk about, because a lot of people are asking me, Shashank, make videos on crypto, make videos on crypto, which I usually tend to stay away. Why? Because I don't know who's legitimate and who's not. So I'm doing my own. So let me do my own research firstly to where to buy. I'm not talking about what to buy, because that you already know what I usually buy. But I'll tell you where to buy from. Right now, yes, there are so many cryptos in the market right now. There's Coin DCX, there is WazirX, there is CoinSwitch Kuber that is doing a lot of ads and has raised a lot of money. And then there is another company also doing. Basically, there's a lot of companies doing, right? A lot of wallets. So let me do my own research on which wallet is good, because I also need to start using a particular wallet. I'm also using literally all wallets, which is giving me a cheap rate. Basically, my only criteria on wallets is who will give me cheap rate to execute trades. Binance, I don't think you can buy from India, right? If I'm not wrong, can you guys buy from India to Binance? I think you need an international credit card, and no, there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of hassles to buy it, right? How do you buy international credit card? You need, correct? Dude, that P2P, okay, all the people saying P2P, come on. Have you guys seen the P2P? Have you guys seen the P2P? You know that P2P itself is like one big scam that is going on. Can someone tell me why P2P itself is like one big fraud? I've seen P2P, right? If you see P2P, you can buy one USD Tether, which is currently at 72 rupees. They're selling it at 84 rupees. Now tell me one thing, why would I spend 84 rupees for a dollar when I can, that's 10 rupees guys per USD Tether. What is that? That's nonsense, right? I don't like those odds or those numbers at all. If you're telling me you're spending so much money on buying crypto, and then you're spending 10 rupees on something like this, that's bullshit, right? So even though it says P2P is free, P2P is free, but it is charging you 10 rupees more. So I don't know, even though it's free, it feels unfree to me. Like that's what I feel. So I'm just trying to find what is cheap and how can I withdraw most of the money out. I'm just trying to look at that. And also more than cheap, right? I'm trying to look at what is little secure or what is little good. Because till now I've not been very vocal about the exchanges I use. I use a lot of exchanges, but I've never been vocal about any particular exchange. So let me do my own research. Maybe it'll take a week, 2 weeks. Let me do my own research and get back to you on that. Okay? Because if you look at WazirX is somewhat good because Binance is there. Yes, Binance is there, so WazirX is slightly good. But then also one fear I have with WazirX is the UI is horrible. It's shit. And also they keep doing this Shiba Inu type coins and then lose out on a lot. So I'm trying to find something that won't die down tomorrow or won't run away. So I want to try something like that because I want my money to be safe. Okay, chalo. Let us go, Mr. Harshal and Mr. Trucker, the two lucky winners of today. Harshal is looking at his lamp, which is quite exciting. So please go, and Anjali as well, who's joined in right now. Shashank,
Yeah,
why? Why? What happened to Balaji, bro? What happened to you, Balaji?
hey
Okay.
Shashank, I had a small glitch with the internet, so I got off.
What?
I had a very small glitch with the internet, so I had to got off. Yeah,
Okay, go ahead, man. Chalo, one by one, ask me the questions. Go for it.
Shashank, I had a question that right now, like insurance market has only 2 to 3 players, right?
Three
If
players.
if we take life insurance, we have three
Be the
players.
fourth player.
Right. So how will this actually impact when the actually LIC IPO take place? Because right now InsurTech space is actually trading at a very high PE. So is it like with the liquidity, the PE of the other players are going to go down, and how would it actually play out according to you?
See, first of all, LIC is the biggest, number one, right? Do you know that? LIC is the
Yes.
biggest IPO, biggest life insurance corporation of India is the biggest right now. So all of the others are just like pawns in that playing field. You get my point? Like they're not that big. They're
Right.
still cookie babies in that playing field. So what is important to understand is how these people are going to like liquidity and all won't be a big problem, man. To be honest, right? That I think that is the least of the concern. A lot of people might not buy those other players, or a lot of people might also think about, okay, you know what, instead if I don't buy that other player, that is fine, but maybe I can start valuing the current players, right? So for example, if say let's take ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, okay, which is I think it's listed, right? If LIC is trading at a particular PE ratio, then they might be like, you know what, LIC seems like it is at a current discount, so maybe I should buy LIC right now, correct? Or maybe I should buy ICICI right now. So that would be the case. It basically ICICI is, I mean LIC is going to create a benchmark for the entire industry. Huh? That's what's going to happen. Next,
Got it.
hope that answered your question, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Chalo. Thank you, Balaji. Next, guys.
Yeah, Shashank, Harshal here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Harshal, why
So
are you looking so intensely interested?
I'm actually looking at someone who said, "Don't look at me," because then it'll look like a candle.
You should
So
never listen to such people, you know. Never. They'll always be like, camera pe mat dekh, kidhar upar dekh, niche dekh, and it comes out as the most cliched photo. You should not
honestly,
listen to this. Yeah, go for it.
yeah. So my question was, Shashank, what's the best way to take money out of a company? Like when I heard about Nitin Kamat's, the news that was floating around. I saw an interview in which Nitin Kamat himself said that it's probably the worst way to take out money from the company as a salary, because you end up
Correct.
paying lots of taxes on it.
Correct. Did you read
So
the Twitter thread that he had written?
no.
Okay, so in the Twitter thread, he's actually explained this exact question that you asked, saying, why is it bad to take out money as salary? He's actually explained it. He's like, the worst way to take out money is by salary. And why is it the worst way to take out money by salary? Because you incur such a high cost on tax, number one. And even if you take it out by dividend, he said, okay, you know what, I don't want to take out salary, but let me try taking out on dividend. Dividend may be tax hai because the corporate tax comes into the picture after the dividend is gone out, right? So first what will happen, corporate tax will get involved, and then after that dividend gets involved. So he's like, dividend also is very bad, that is also not good. He said the best way to remove money out of a company is to do a PE exit, right, where long term capital gains are only 20%. So he's like, just sell it to some investor and take money, and he's like, I've not even done that. So that is why people are, or you put it in a foundation. You know what foundation is, right?
No.
Foundation means put in an NGO or a charitable organization. What is PE exit? Someone's asking. PE exit is when you exit with an investor. Investor comes and gives you money and you get an exit. Right? That is what a PE exit is. So a lot of people do that. They just sell their stake to someone and we're done with it. That's it. Again, is that good? Is that bad? We are no one to judge, right? Everyone has different ways of running their own business. But it's very similar to look like if you have a traditional business at home. And what do I mean by traditional business? Like, the mom and pop, say a normal, a family business. Okay, a traditional family business you're running. Right? When you're running something like a traditional family business, how do you take the money out? Salary only. And you make the business pay for almost everything that you own. Simple. So yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, it did. Thank you.
Hi Shashank.
Next, hey
Hello.
Anjali.
So Shashank, I have this. I actually wanted to talk about this stock that is of Bank of Baroda. Recently, what has happened is they have posted out a loss of around 1,000 crores because of the bad loan provision, and because of the very same fact, the NPAs also have reduced. So, with respect to the far-sightedness on this case, should Bank of Baroda be hold for a real? Should I really consider it again for a long
See
amount of?
this. There's another article that came out recently on Business Standard which says Bank of Baroda tanks 5% post Q4 results, but analysts see up to 55% upside because of the exact same reason you just mentioned, because of the provisions. So actually, the fundamentals didn't do any different, right? Did the fundamentals do
Hmm.
any different from a
But
fundamental element?
exactly
Yeah.
from the fundamental, then do you think it's like for short-sighted on this case, and maybe I should exit on that part?
No, it is a short-term fall. If you exit right now, it might just go up again. So I would rather suggest you stay invested because from what I can see, the profit also was really good. Yes, they had
Yes.
829 crore profit in the last quarter. Their NPAs also went down. that all show signs of a good company in the future. So you should only be invested in the future and not with short-term spikes right now. Fundamentally, did anything change? No, right? Then it's fine. It's continue. Keep holding.
Okay. Thank you, Shashank.
Most definitely welcome. Awesome. Next, Prakhar.
Hello Shashank. So I'm a comparative beginner in stock market.
Okay.
Sorry about that, chota bhai aa gaya. So yeah, I was saying I'm a comparative beginner. I've started investing 3 months back. So now I started doing courses and stuff as well. So I have a decent understanding ki kya chal raha hai, kya nahi chal raha. Now I want to slowly make a transition from investing to trading as well. So what tips would you give over here?
Firstly, I want to know what is a competitive beginner.
uh, कंपैरेटिव सॉरी कॉम्पिटिटिव निकल गया
Okay,
कंपैरेटिव
okay.
मतलब यहाँ
Comparative
पे
beginner.
काफ़ी फाइनेंस के चैनल्स है ना
No,
सो
I would say
या
if you're a beginner, right, पहला basics पूरा सीख लो, right?
हम्म
It'll take time. Don't go into trading. You will lose a lot of money in trading if you're still a beginner. At least become medium level in stock market. You have to see ups and downs. You have to see everything before you actually enter the actual realm of going into trading. Trust me, it is not a very easy thing. मैंने अभी तक क्रैक नहीं किया ट्रेडिंग बहुत
ओहो
बड़े बड़े लोग ने क्रैक नहीं किया
हम्म
right so I'm not saying don't learn about it don't I would say educate yourself and do paper trading तब तक
या
initially
ओके
right and
ओके
also it's a full-time thing so I'm assuming you don't have a job right
नो आई एम इन सेकेंड ईयर राइट नाउ फ्रीलांसिंग दैट्स ऑल नॉट अ फुल टाइम जॉब
oh then you I think it's better you start reading bro
ओके
trust me it's better you start reading
ओके थैंक यू
okay
थैंक यू
awesome
यस
okay awesome guys okay Anish are you doing a session now or later okay guys so that was a great yeah Anjali has a question yes Anjali go ahead Anjali you have a question okay no question okay guys awesome so I think I'll take a leave then Rakesh ji I will take your question tomorrow not today I think Anjali is typing if Anjali is typing then I'll wait for a second still waiting for Anjali guys tell me if Anjali has put the question please I'm still waiting okay, what is paper trading? Paper trading is basically you don't trade an actual rupees or money. You put your buying amount and you put a selling amount on paper and then track whether it is a good thing or a bad thing. That is basically what paper trading is. Right? You don't actually trade with real money basically. That's what it is. You do fictional trading or paper trading, right? On the paper you do buy or sell, not in reality. Okay? Where is Anjali, dude? Okay, fine, Anjali. I can't wait for that question. So sorry. I think I'll have to take a leave because I have today's Monday. So it's a little busy the work day. But again, I'll take your leave. So we'll do it later. Okay. Chalo. Awesome, guys. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.